So it's December 11, 2024. It's 9:48 p.m. in Elizabeth, New Jersey. I'm Oliver Pichadas para all the sketches tonight. So every now and then I post myself drinking coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. It's because I worked there for 3 years when I was living in Connecticut. So the Dunkin' Donuts in Middletown, Connecticut, I used to work there, and I was the chief leader there. And I used to serve coffee, hot chocolate, donut, make sandwiches, and wraps and flats to Connecticut police officers, state police, to Connecticut police supervisors, to health department officers, to veterans of the United States military. So I saw a lot of police personnel, and they wear their uniforms all the time. So I was Oliver in Connecticut. I never changed my name. It's the same name. So I didn't use a nickname. It wasn't Ollie. It has always been Oliver, first name. Obviously, when it comes to fast food restaurants, the first name is very important. That's the one workers use to identify them when they deal with customer service and when they have to deal with co-workers and police officers. So police officers are aware who's serving them coffee. So yeah, I did serve coffee to police officers, state police, police supervisors, health department officers, and veterans and military people there in Middletown, Connecticut at Dunkin' Donuts. And even at Cromwell Diner in Cromwell, I was the busboy there, and there was a lot of military people. So Connecticut, I was lucky enough to be a worker at Dunkin' Donuts, where they would serve police people fully in uniform. And at Cromwell Diner in Cromwell, they would be serving a lot of military people. So it was either a lot of police officers or a lot of military people. Dunkin' Donuts and Cromwell Diner. So I had the two experience in my resume: serving police officers fully in uniforms and serving military people fully in uniform. And both restaurants were fully packed with the police uniform and the other one with military uniform. All the chairs were occupied, and this is the proof. So make some noise for Officer Matt Bloom from Middletown, Connecticut, Supervisor Sebastian from Middletown, Connecticut, Health Department Officer Dennis, Police Officer David Goodwin, and all your co-workers in the police department in Middletown. I don't know the names of the military people in Cromwell Diner, but I do know the police officers, all right? Because I was a busboy there. I wasn't the waiter. You see, in Dunkin' Donuts, I was a cashier, I served the donuts and so on. But at the Cromwell Diner, there's a big difference because I was the busboy there. I would clean the table, maybe bring you some water or coffee, but the waiter was actually the one asking for their names. You get what I'm saying? So, but different experiences, different jobs. And why do I like national security, defense, and foreign policy so much? Because I got to see for a lot of years police officers, and I got to work in their environment. where they will eat, and even military people where they will eat and drink a juice, coffee. So it's a good experience. It means that I'm a good member of society because I, with honor, make sure they were drinking safe water, safe coffee, and safe juice, and their donuts were perfect. Their hot chocolate with whipped cream was perfect. So I'm a good member of society because I protected their food and I defended for so many years in New Jersey the right to have enough time with their coworkers and the right to be human and enjoy 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes of time to be human. Because if it's just work, work, work for a police officer or a military person, they could suffer from depression. You get what I'm saying? So I participated in Dunkin' Donuts and Cromwell Diner and made sure they had a human time. So make some noise for Connecticut. Oliver Pichardo Spayet. I have the certificate from Colegio Loyola that I graduated with Redemption 2007. This is my entire name, Oliver. As you can see, Oliver Pichardo Spayet. The one in my citizenship is the same name, Oliver Pichardo Spayet. Latinos get two last names. The first last name is from the father. The second last name is from the mother. That's the difference between America and Latino countries. Latinos get two last names. And obviously my first name, I don't have a middle name. Never had a middle name. So this has always been my name, Oliver Pichardo Spayet. So yeah. And I do have a microphone, which means I'm a professional journalist, professional musician. And I do, with honor and respect and proudly, have my American flag here and the Constitution book. And I was just commenting to an account of a police department in Connecticut from a different city that they do have the right as Americans to participate in a conversation when it comes to freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom of assembly, and they could be John McClane, and they could be humans. You get what I'm saying? They could be realistic about the situation that is happening when it comes to missing persons, when it comes to sexual abuse, rape. They could be that John McClane that people want. Bruce Willis from Die Hard. You get what I'm saying? Realistic. You could be realistic. And I do have an Instagram account, All These Sketches Tonight. I'm right on it right now. And I'm gonna read you what I wrote because that's who I am. I'm true and realistic to what I say and publish. I'm very open and I don't hide my voice with a computer altered voice. This is my voice. I don't cover my face in the dark. I don't blur my face when I accuse others of crime. I'm open, and obviously I'm a professional that studied broadcasting, so I use a white lie because I studied broadcasting. Actually, the Middlesex Community College professor who was in charge of all the camera and equipment and studio there was a military person. You could confirm that with Governor Lamont, the governor of Connecticut, or the two senators, Chris Murphy and Richard Blumenthal, that there was actually a military person, veteran, who was in charge of all the camera equipment for broadcasting, the studio for broadcasting. And that's part of my desire to speak about national security and defense, to speak about foreign policy. That's part of my personality. That's part of what I'm built. I'm built to be part of the conversation, to be there for the police, to be there for the military person. And I have to say who I like with honesty, because not everybody is the same. So I love Connecticut police officers and military members of the United States military, because I got to see them with my own eyes, and they were wearing their uniform, whether it's police, black, or military, with the one we know is military. So there you have it. I just wanted to read my last post about Dominican Republic. And I do have the Dominican flag. I don't burn flags. I respectfully address countries, and I have the American flag, Dominican flag, but I wanted to read it because I came to this conclusion. It's December 11, 2024. I've been talking to a lot of people, and neither want to help me. Nobody wants to help me in Dominican Republic. This is racist. You have to speak out when you feel that there's injustice. Martin Luther King strongly spoke about injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Everywhere could be where you are, where you see there's nothing's going on right now, but maybe in a week or a month something could happen. And that's because injustice happened in Dominican Republic, continues to happen in Dominican Republic. So injustice anywhere could be Dominican Republic, what Martin Luther King was talking about. Anywhere could be Dominican Republic. Injustice in Dominican Republic is a threat to justice everywhere. Everywhere could be where you live. Where you live, whether you live in California, whether you live in Michigan, whether you live in Iowa, whether you live in Tennessee, whether you live in New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, Florida. Martin Luther King spoke because he knew that it wasn't just the United States. There were more countries where there was being injustice happening and continue to happen. And Martin Luther King is part of the history of America. So it's my right to talk about Martin Luther King, even though I'm not black, I'm not white, I'm mixed. I could talk about Martin Luther King and his words. Just like I write, and I'm a poet, and he was a poet, so he inspired others to do poetry. So like the singer Fred Durst inspiring others to do poetry, Jonathan Davis to do poetry, Cody Taylor to do poetry. Because there are songwriters. You get what I'm saying? Songwriters are poets. I studied poetry as a class in Middlesex Community College in Middletown, Connecticut. So I'm gonna read you what I wrote. Dominican Republic has proven to be the most racist, most hateful, and most dangerous country in Latin America. No Dominican wanted to publish and report my missing siblings, Thomas Eduardo and Lenore Pichadas Baya, as missing person. And today is December 11, 2024. This is the 300 post. Right there, you see it. 380 posts. I've been talking for a lot of time. Sometimes I send videos of my reports to people from Loyola, students I used to know, from Exordium, from Expuse, from Redemption 2007, from other classes about my report, and I get injustice because they take advantage of me. When I'm as a journalist trusted them because I'm that kind of person. I'm kind, I'm open, and I'm generous, and I've sent reports of my videos reporting about something, and I never got any love back or any friendship back. And it was just injustice, and I have to accept that the Dominican Republic is racist and is the most hateful and is the most dangerous country. I have to accept that. I'm a 35-year-old. I cannot be living this way no more. It's the most dangerous country in Latin America, Dominican Republic. I have to say it because it's important for the United States to know. It's important for the United States to know Dominican Republic is the most dangerous country in Latin America.